Alright there, it's your old mate Yorkie here, welcoming you back to Campfire Tales. We're working through Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous, and we've made it to the start of the Abyss. We've gone through the Midnight Fane, taken the Midnight Fane to jet ahead to the Abyss, and let's get in there and sort out some demons, shall we? What's here? It used to be a working portal, it seems, but now the gates are inactive. Yeah, we can't go back, in other words. Hope there's places to rest here. Stones of the arch emit a revolting, high-pitched shriek. In response to these vibrations, the particles of ash and grit under your feet float upward. They gather together and violently twist themselves into a whirlwind, at the heart of which an ember of magic flame ignites. The fire becomes brighter until you see a strange city inside the flames, featuring aerial spires, staircases that lead into the void, and streets entangled in a way that contradicts any logic or common sense. You see buildings that seem to be caught in an endless loop of crumbling and rebirth from the ruin, islands that float in the ether, and alleyways that appear and reappear again in different locations a few moments later. The city is reminiscent of a grimacing clown, one that makes mocking faces and changes its expression every second. Here and there you see other glints of light flashing on the city streets. After you look closer, you realise that the lights radiate from other arches, similar to one before you. The gold coin with Baphomet's mark, which you found on Darazan's body, reacts to the revolting sound by vibrating. The coin appears to be an enchanted item, set to resonate magically with the arch, possibly serving as a tool of some sort. Let's have a look at our knowledge. Failed. Judging from your experience, you gather that what you see is something like a slithering creature's burrow hole, with each of these many tunnels ending in a arch like this one. The burrow network runs across the whole city, or better said, it runs above the city, given that you're looking down from above. If you touch one arch, you reason that you can teleport to another, unless something goes wrong. Try to understand why you can't move to the other arches. Fail to figure out why all those intertwined spells operate, but your common sense helps with mystery. You intuit that those who built this thing were unlikely to want anybody to use it to go back and forth whenever they pleased. Even the Abyss must have places that are off limits to lesser creatures. Perhaps the arches are sealed with some sort of lock, and where there are locks there must be keys. If you manage to find such a key, you'll be able to travel wherever you want, provided of course that you haven't missed any subtle but crucial nuance, which given I've failed twice I probably have. It's quite probable there is more than one key, and every one of them offers access to just one specific arch, or perhaps only demons can travel through the portals, or the whole thing is some sort of trap. Oh, the hardest one we succeed at. The stones are cut in quite a rough manner, while the magical symbols appear to be drawn without too much diligence. It's quite unlikely that the architects of such an intricate network would have demonstrated such a lack of finesse. By all appearances, this arch is handmade, somehow connected to the web of portals and illicitly used for personal gain. Judging by its surreal architecture, its chaotic conglomeration of houses right in the middle of the streets, and by the large number of islands that hover in the air or float in random directions, what you're seeing is some sort of demonic city. I think we're gonna leave it for now. We don't have a key, and messing with it without one might well cause us to die. Right, nothing there. It's a big old skull. You need some restoration. Actually. Oh no, it's not that, is it? It's this. That's right. Why did that not work? Must have been an effect we had on.
Without a doubt.
Alright. Oh, that takes us back to the Midnight Fane? Okay.
Forwards.
That's outside.
You my aid.
Why are we zoomed in so much and can't zoom out?
Let me help.
That was weird.
The world has suffered enough.
There's a down.
The goddess protects us.
Oh, come on,
Search for
move!
beauty with your heart, not your eyes.
It's getting real buggy.
My aid.
Okay. No, Susie, you're not alone.
Win this war.
And why is... He's not. Okay, that's fine. Suture's there. You hear some muttering coming from a pile of bones. Gone. They're all gone. Left me with nothing. Been searching and searching, but there's not even a trace. A large giant skull shakes, and an old acquaintance of yours, the dretch called Suture, climbs out from under it, grumbling and groaning. He notices you. He blinks, and then he says in a tone of extreme melancholy, "Oh, it's you. What are you doing here, Suture? Can't you see for yourself? I've been browsing decorations for my new luxurious palace with a view of Ishia's best beaches." The dretch mumbles. Then, without missing a beat, he states wistfully, "I was on my way to see Mistress Irilu, but I can't teleport when I'm like this. Every lousy Brimrak can do it, but I can't. All I could do was reach the Midnight Fane and slip into the rift, but now I can't go no further. So I've been searching for portal keys." Portal keys? You've seen those things up there on the surface. They were kept closed most of the time, so the slaves wouldn't run away. They can be opened with special keys. If I was lucky enough to find such a key, I would have left this nasty place in a heartbeat. And then, who knows, maybe I could have found Mistress Arilu. Is Arilu around here somewhere? You're a funny girl, you are, Demon grunts. My mistress, she's like the wind. One moment she's here, the next she's gone. She loves coming to her to the abyss. I would have found my way by now, if I could get out of here. What is this place? It's a little burrow dug by Baphomet's rats in the mansion of the illustrious Lady Nocticula. Yasuchi grimaces. A former burrow, that is. Once I visited this place with my mistress Arilu on business, and this place was abuzz with life. The slaves were working, the slave drivers were tormenting them, and Hepzimera was choking the life out of both. You know Hepzimera, don't you? Nasty on-headed Nephilim. And Baphomet's daughter to boot. Now, there's no one here. As soon as I saw you, I knew right away why they all fled. Where did old bones come from? The bones, they belong to the giants who used to work in these mines. You don't think Baphomet's minions dug the rock with their own hands, do you? This mine was depleted first, so they converted it to a dump. Every time an enslaved giant died, they'd dump the carcass here. I'm here to find the source of the Nahindrian crystals. Do you know anything about them? Well, you just found one. Good for you. The suture sweeps his arm in a wide circle. This is the mine where they used to dig the crystals, but it was long ago. They depleted it and they left. So the crystals can simply be mined like any regular weapon. Simple enough, but not that simply. Suchi grunts. They can be mined, alright, but the crystals are very rare and extremely expensive. That's all I know. Are there many other mines like this? Several more on this island, as far as I could see. And they all must have been depleted too. Baphomet's gang wouldn't have left this place if they had even a slim chance of finding more crystals. As for being more mines elsewhere, I don't know. How long have demons known about the secrets of the crystals? What is this secret you're talking about? The crystals can be used in many ways. If you're talking about the magic powers that can be extracted from a crystal and poured into a demon, no one could ever do it before my mistress. Even now, only a select few know how to do it. My mistress, Lords Baphomet and Discardia are no fools to share that kind of knowledge with the entire abyss. Everything is clear now. So quick to understand, aren't we? I have to go. Right. Key to Nexus portals. Boots of Stampede. What are they going to do for me? Where of these boots adds their rank in athletic skill as a bonus to the damage roll on a successful charge attack. You can have them. We might charge occasionally. Stone is gouged and crumbled and places of growing purple dust can be seen. Giant's bones look like they've been gnawed on. I don't think there's any more this way. Oh, there is a little bit of something. Deep grooves seemingly left by a giant hand. Feels this scratching at the stone. Someone got buried alive. go try that key in that portal. Apparently not. I mean, I thought I just picked up a key. Maybe talk to the hand. Maybe he can tell us something. Regarding our mission, I'm listening. Reasons to believe in the hindering crystal's mind right here in the mines. The angel flexes his wings. So the source of our troubles, these powerful crystals can be mined from the soil of the abyss, as if it were just ordinary minerals. It's convinced the secret of their object must be more complicated and nefarious. This new knowledge terrifies me. There are half a dozen mines in the vicinity, and those mines are huge. The largest was abandoned just recently, it seems. How many crystals did the demons manage to mine? How many monsters with mythic powers did they manage to create? Know the name of the person in charge of mine said Zimara. Zimara herself. Anger rising in the hand of the inheritor's voice. I know her. She is an old and dangerous adversary, a Nephilim, spawn of Baphomet himself. Yes, now I see it. The path we have stepped onto is dangerous, but it is the right one. The demons you have encountered before, even Dadazand, were just officers in the Abyssal Army, whereas Zimara is a true princess of the spawn of chaos and evil. I'm not surprised that she is behind the secret of these cursed scrolls, and I dread to think what she is capable of doing with them. Got a key to the portal the demons who mine the crystals apparently used to leave the place. Let me take a look at it. The angel examines a flat piece of clouded crystal. Think I know how this key works. As soon as you finish exploring the mines, she'll open the portal. If I try to use my powers to open them? Alas, that's unlikely to work. The portals are quite unlike the seal in Dadazand. In Dresden. They cannot simply be swept away. If you use that method, you will either destroy them for good or open a path, but not to the place where the portal initially led and where our quarry fled. So, we've got a portal key, but it seems to be saying we still need to explore. So what else is there to explore?
Help where I can.
I will guide us.
There's nothing else up this way. Nothing there.
Without a doubt.
Oh, I missed this area. Elven notes? Yep. Another crystal. The mine shaft descends to an incredible depth. Depleted veins. Okay.
Forwards. We march ahead.
Well, that's made a start. Let's head back downstairs. Don't think there's anything else to see. No. Oh, there is something there. Not going down there then.
Leads on.
All right. Well, we've got two, and I don't think there's anything else here. With the possible exception of going through to the Midnight Fane again. So let's go speak to the hand. Nothing there then. Right, there is obviously something we've missed. All I can do is tour around and get it, but we're out of our spells as well, I think, so after that big fight. So let's have a rest if we can. Oh. Well, we'll do that now. We have to do it, really.
We march ahead.
So let's go back in here.
Our path leads on.
Just searching for anything. It's got to be like a dead body, a pouch, something like a succubus who's not dead. Though it seems incredible, the deformed succubus's body still contains a flicker of life. As you approach, she opens her eyes. Her lips crusted with blood release a groan. You, Baphomet's spawn, run through the portal. You too, Hepzibah. You think you're strong, but Our Lady in Shadow is stronger. She will get her revenge, anyway. Sorziel examines her wounds with the dispassionate eye of a healer and whispers under his breath. Major blood loss. The puncture wounds are deep and blood is filling her body cavities. Commander, I have some means to ease her pain. It's too late to try and save her, but we can spare her suffering. You may be a demon, but I can't stand aside and watch you suffer. Oddly, the healing powers have no visible effect. She just moans, slightly shakes her head, and stares at you with dull green eyes. She's in great pain. Why should the world have so much pain, asked Ember. Who did this to you? Psimra. The succubus groans with hatred through her lips, half sealed with clotted blood. I've been following them, one to one, Our Lady. Curse on Baphomet and his spawn. What would Baphomet's spawn doing here? Crystals. Been mining crystals. Said he's to attack the Crusaders, but I believe they want to attack the realm of Our Lady in Shadow. We just got here and we're already entangled in some web of intrigue. How's that for dumb luck? The ones who maimed you were dead. Where did you go? Through the portal. Succubus's green eyes brighten. Are you chasing them? Fine. Find them. I'll get my revenge even after I die. Having lost the last of her strength, the succubus drops her head to her chest. Then she adds in a wheezing voice, my key. I've got it hidden in a lesser shaft, not the one with the bones. And another one in a bigger shaft. We've found 2 keys. Among all the old tools, find them. Follow their trail through the portal. Help her go, Sozio. Go quietly. A small bottle appears in Sozio's hands. He gives the succubus a small drop from it, but her eyes immediately close and her breathing slows and finally ceases. That didn't sound painless, Sozio. That sounded like a scream without much energy behind it. The cleric looks at the demon's body with sadness, as if it's not a reviled enemy lying at his feet. Wasn't sure it was work. Demon bodies are built differently from those of humans. It seems like it did the job. She didn't suffer. Alright.
I will guide
Now,
us.
I kinda want to go back to the Midnight Fane to see if I can find one of the places I found that could get rid of corruption. There were 2. I don't think I used it all. Yeah, we can't go through that.
We march ahead.
Just want to get rid of the corruption, like I said. Not there. Can't go there.
It's on. I will guide us.
That's back inside. Where is it? And that? No, not that way. We didn't open this. We haven't been here. Not that there's anything much here.
No challenge at all.
Oops. Okay, I can't go back through there. That's annoying. Well, that's a magical barrier. I can't find it. Opens that door.
Our path leads on.
And this is a central area, isn't it? Looks like we managed to close everything off. Alright, we'll forget about it. We'll just take the burn. Actually, we need to get up here. What am I doing? We're going back to the abyss, aren't we? Damn shame. I was hoping to get the corruption down. Now we're slightly penalised. Maybe there'll be some way we can... some safe spot to rest that'll get rid of corruption. At least, I think it gets rid of corruption from us rather than the world wound. Or the wound or the land or whatever. So maybe that'll work. I surely hope so. And we go out. Back to the hand. Regarding our mission, a dying succubus told me about the conflict between Nocticula and Baphomet's servants. I am not at all surprised. The alliances between dim lords are usually fragile, and they break like a spider's web in the wind. However, the discord between our enemies can work to our advantage. No matter how repellent it is for me to even countenance, we must learn more about what is going on. A dying succubus told me about the conflict between Nocticula's and Baphomet's servants. I've seen that. Learned everything I need to know. Let us begin. The portal begins to glow brightly and the hand of the inheritor gestures forward. His hand clenches in a fist. Onward. Wherever this road may lead us. After approaching the portal, the angel freezes. Heaven above. Just look at that. I see the patterns of sky-piercing spires and steep domes set against the midnight sky. This is Lucianera, the damned city of Nocticula. That's where our enemies were heading. You think quick, eh? Well, I'm quicker. The angel's blade just a moment too late to touch the skin of the demon who rushed into the portal. The cunning creature has stolen our key. The portal is inactive again. I swear, even the lowest of the abyssal creatures are disgusting and despicable. You have got a second key, mate. The demon's plots cannot stop us, but we still haven't had much success encountering them. That is why we must make haste onward. This portal leads to a Lucianera. What could that mean? It means we will be looking for a particular clutch of demons among thousands of their kind. Lucianera is a real demonic metropolis. It's huge and macabre. It is a little safer, or rather a little less dangerous, than the other corners of the abyss. Lady Nocticula loves having visitors, including those from other planes. and she does not like it if her guests are dying every day in the city. But if it happens quietly, without too much attention, her black heart won't even skip a beat. We must be twice, even thrice as careful. Alright then, let's go. Let me tell you something, champion. We are going to Illusionera, the city of cunning and seduction. As sad as I am to admit it, we are unlikely to find our enemies and the Nihindrian crystals they took without the aid of the denizens of the hideous place. If Hebzimra has something to do with all of this, we'll need another demon that matches our powers. We will need to find a way to make contact with one of the city's rulers. On that point, we now know there is a conflict between Noxicula and Baphomet. I will not be welcome in this dark place, but I am prepared for this. The angel seems truly proud of his plan. I will cast a spell on myself so that not a single denizen of this plane, whose soul is devoted to evil, will be able to see or hear me. Invisible, I will follow you and protect you from all dangers and temptations of the place as best I can. And the demons will be unaware of my presence. Now, let us go, by the light and the sword. That's the trip back.
Oh, well, that happened.
Rolled a 1, wow. Strange, eerie place is clearly a breeding ground for misery and poverty.
Forwards.
Look, another mortal. You can't swing a dead cat here without hitting one of Illusionator's guests. Nowadays. Merchants, travellers. Oh, look at that. Demonologists, every kind of filth. Right, all just strutting around, gawking. One of them approached me the other day and asked, I'm sorry, I'm lost. Can you please show me the way to the middle city? That is to the port. Law, religion.
The deed is done.
Long forgotten by mortals and demons alike, the unholy sigil of the perished demon lord Nehindri. Noxicula is a tyrant and a vicious bitch. Wish someone would scrape her off her throne and twist her neck. I hate her. People say that Hebzimra is hiring workers to do some job for her. Lots of workers. Freaking lot. A whole army. Sure could use a drop of shadow blood right now. In this strange abyssal realm, space itself sometimes behaves in weird and unexpected ways. By turning the camera due north, south, east or west, it can change the city itself. Great. That goes down and up. We can't get there right now. We can get through there depending on which way we face.
We march ahead.
A book. That is the Bad Luck Tavern.
Path leads on.
Wonder if that's somewhere that we can rest. And get rid of corruption somehow.
Easy.
Disarm a trap.
Easy.
Midnight Morel. Oh no, prismatic ring. Allows the cast an improved version of prismatic spray once per day. As 17th level wizard, the wearer can recharge his ring by consuming spells, for which the sum of their levels must be equivalent to at least 9. Maybe me? +2 bonus on their AC and saving throw against all attacks made by the chosen enemy. I'm never choosing the enemy, am I? So there's no point in keeping that because I keep forgetting I need to do that. That's outside. Okay, so that is to travel around.
I will guide us. Without a doubt.
Okay. More. Red mask. That's not an average person, that's a named person. Get lost, I'm not looking for drinking. Okay. Burgas. You got anything for us, barman? A wrinkled demon with broken fangs and a missing eye stands before you. The eye socket is occupied by a large, squirming, multi-legged insect, yet it seems not to cause the demon any discomfort. He greets you with venom in his tone. Welcome to the bad luck. I am Burgaz, the innkeeper. Our establishment holds a high standard of service, in that it's better to eat and drink here instead of the ditch. Sleep here at your own risk. Drown the rest of your life in cheap swill, or purchase goods of the highest quality and dubious origin. Upon giving your entourage an appraising look, the demon adds in the silken voice, we accept payment in gold and slaves. What about dragon bites? Do you accept those? I'll show you payment, you big meanie. Dirty floor, terrible booze, a clientele of scoundrels, each one more dreadful than the last, and an innkeeper who's crooked and probably a creep. Ah, the perfect venue to celebrate our arrival in the godforsaken place. Who wants to keep me company and maybe even entertain the other patrons with a few Crusader songs? I doubt they've heard them before. Where can I find Nocticula? The demon goggles, then bursts into deafening laughter. Tiny bugs fly over his maw. Wiping away bloody tears and giggling, he grabs a particularly nimble insect and tosses it back down his gullet. You can find her in a palace, mortal. Thing is, she won't just see anyone. The last person who had the nerve to show up uninvited now lives in the catacombs, and everyone calls him Scrap. Care to guess why? I don't know who you think you are, but you will not be allowed on her doorstep unless she invites you herself. And to receive an invitation from Nocticula, you've got to be an influential and renowned figure in the Illusion era. Or you could do something to piss her off. Sometimes those two things are one and the same thing. How do I earn an invitation? Demon shrugs. Your chance there, Slim. But you look cocky, so you could try the gladiator fights in Battle Bliss. Everybody loves a good butcher. The dirtier and bloodier you fight, the more respect you'll earn. Only fools fight fair, so you must prove you know the ways of the fighter's craft. The crowd will love you if you torment the loser before finishing them off. Make them shriek, each squeal, and beg for death. And then you can count on having the fight of your life. You'll face the Hindrian League champion. Your death will be a symphony, of suffering an audience will forever remember. Moss can only dream of such a fate. You can cozy up to someone in the upper city. The more influential your patron, the more respect you'll be shown. Just remember that in the Lucian era, only the most skilled predators make it up to the top, like Lady Valexia. More often than not, their offer of friendship is an introduction to their intrigues, and they'll get into your head and twist your thoughts, make you hate yourself, and make you destroy everything you ever loved with your own hands. That's their idea of fun. If you know how to, shall we say, solve problems, you could try to get under Shamira's wing. She presides over the harem of ardent dreams in the middle city, and rules the Lucian era. Lady Nocticula does not stoop to such trifles herself. Commanding this city is dirty, bloody work, and Shamira is always in need of capable assistance. Especially since she changes them as soon as they start to reek of her dark deeds. Walk through the slums. Everyone you'll see there tried to climb higher, but fell into a trap. There are plenty of warnings in their incoherent ramblings. Tell me the latest rumours. The demon pours a shot of liquor that smells of blood and bitter ash. No problem. Have a drink and we'll talk. Deal. The demon observes your face with obvious interest. The liquor stings and fills your mouth with a foul taste of salt and rotten flesh. What do you know? Tell me of the Lucian era. In short, there's no order in this city. There never was, never has been, never will be. There's no laws here, as we demons spit on laws. The only law here is might makes right. Take everything you can and give away anything you can't protect. Obey those stronger than you, and maybe they'll devour someone else. Everyone does what Nocticula says. She split Lucianera into 3 quarters, the lower city, the middle city, and the upper city. The elites live comfortable lives above. The fools and losers rot below. And everyone else sits in the middle and dreams of climbing up. Though they mostly fall. Each quarter is walled, so that no one goes anywhere they shouldn't. Guards watch the gates. Although in truth, the guards are just a bunch of the most vicious and violent demons who carry out Nocticula's commands. If someone cuts you down in front of them, they won't interfere unless she orders them to. Then again, if you decide to bash someone's head in, they won't concern themselves with it either. The only reason they might chase you away is if they want to loot the corpse themselves. The important thing is, don't kill anyone in front of a crowd, and don't bother guests from other planes. Nocticula has her reasons. She's trying to turn the Lucianera into the interplanar bazaar of the abyss. And as you walk around the Lucianera, keep track of the time. Oh, not in some tiresome waste our time sense. Watch the time as if you were in a jungle and a predator was lurking in the bushes. It might pounce on you and freeze you in place, stealing days, months, even years. You wouldn't notice any changes, and everyone around you would grow old and forget. In the abyss, time is a fickle and unruly thing. So does that mean when we go back to the surface it's going to be years later? Could be. Tell me about this quarter. The demon points to a bottle of liquor. Imagine the Lucianera in this bottle. The lowest city is the bottom. The explanation is quite apt, as the bottom of the bottle is coated with foul-looking scum, and a dead insect with 2 fanged mouths is stuck to it. A cesspit. If someone or something needs to be eliminated, they send it to the lower city. They say the arena is the heart of the quarter. Well, that's nonsense. The whole quarter is one massive arena. Everyone here is a murderer, thief, or a scumbag. The bloodshed never ceases, and the denizens of Lucianera watch it with delight and wager on who will emerge from this lake of blood. You may think of the slums as a useless appendage, but they are the main source of entertainment in the city. We've also got a sort of ports. A port of sorts. But the truth is, sailors around here dock wherever they please. There's a whole load of small piers along the lower city's embankment. Different dealings running out of each one. For instance, a ship made of bone started mooring down there not long ago. Word has it the Helms were looking for a crew to go hunting treasure. You should drop by if that interests you. That means we can get to Midnight Isles from here, I guess. We did 2 of them, off-channel. We might do some more. Just look for the strange marking on the wall by the entrance. Tell me about the other quarters. The Middle City is all about trade. The $10,000 delights offers sex. The flesh markets deal in slaves and weapons. The mercenaries and assassins sell death of enemies. The most successful businessman of all is Shamira, at the heart of ardent dreams. Her merchandise is Noctigilda's favour, and the favour of the powers that be. The upper city is for those who already have everything, and have no use for excuse me, for trade. Imagine if you were a creature of divine power that could live in complete comfort, free of almost all limits. It's the kind who live in the upper city. You'd be wise to stay away from them. In the lower city, they'll just kill you and defile your corpse. In the upper city, they'll pull your soul out through your nostrils with a red-hot needle, cook it into a stew, then force you to eat it, and wash it down with a cocktail made from your eyes and marrow. Are there many folk from Galarian here? Quite a few, but most of them wear special accessories. The demon draws an imaginary circle around his neck. They're slaves is what I mean. Or meat sometimes. We do get some free ones from time to time, scum as a rule. The only type who can survive amongst demons. Folks in the abyss love your kind, Asimars. The demon grins mockingly. They love you on a plate, and they love you between the sheets. Though that don't often last long. Not many folks can resist the temptation to tear a scion of the upper planes to pieces, and then use those pieces to decorate the house. Everything's clear. One last thing. We've got gold coin from Bad Luck Tavern. You must have noticed that Lucianera was not built for your kind. It would be easy for you to get lost in the streets and die an inglorious death if you don't know how to fly or teleport. But why should I want you to die while you're still drinking? Take this. If you lose your way, take it to any arch, and it will transport you here. Noctigula's idea to aid guests from other planes, such as herself. Show me your wares, let's see what we've got. Demon voice dropped to voice. By the way, I have something unique I can offer you, only to you. An Hindrian crystal. It holds unique power. It's an Hindrian crystal. You mean you haven't heard of them? But everyone in Lucianera talks about them non-stop. Well, listen, this lot of demons appeared, and they were so strong you couldn't help but wonder how they acquired such power. And the strange thing is, those same demons used to be common riffraff, but then they became, well, I don't know what they are, but whatever it is, it's strong. Rumour has it, these supposed Nahindrian crystals are the source of their power. Nobody knows what they are or how to get them, but everyone wants one. The word has grown quite popular. These days, everything in Nahindrian is Nahindrian this and Nahindrian that. No matter where you look. It's all hogwash and lies, of course, but my crystal is the real deal. Fascinating, I'm interested. We'll get that recipe. I think that's what it is, yeah. $50,000. I don't have 50,000. Banshee's Heart. Rupturing Storm Scimitar, no one's using a scimitar. No one's using Elven Curve Blade. No one's using a Battle Axe. No one's using a falchion. Mantle of Night. I think I decided not to keep that. Mighty Fist 4, I want that. Now. Let me save. And we'll take a room for the night and see if we can rest up proper. Alright, I put a save in. There's a couple of things I want to check. Took a break to do some real life stuff. The commander of the Galarian Crusaders, show some respect. She had a big deal in Galarian, so what? This may come as a surprise. Crusaders don't have much authority in the Abyss. Here everyone sees you as an outsider with a doubtful past. If you want to carry any weight here, you'll have to build up your reputation. That's fair enough. And I need a room for the night. 30, that'll be 1,000 coins. And you can take the room in the back. It's quite a sum, I know, but you can clearly afford it. For your sake, I hope you're a light sleeper. Some pranksters have taken to breaking into rooms while the occupants are sleeping, stealing their eyes and stitching their mouths together for fun. Will this allow me... Picked a terrible place for a night's rest, outsider. Now we'll gut you and help ourselves to your things.
Defeat is not an option.
Okay. That's the plan, is it? Ow. Bandit! Wait a minute, how come there's only me here?
Attack!
Oh no, I was thinking, no. That's bad. That's real bad. I thought it was Ivu that we were handling. Good. Good. Gonna put a resist fire on. Oh, now you choose to wake up, do you?
Away, you rascal.
We shall overcome.
What do you mean a path to the attack? Why am I not holding a bow? Why am I not holding a bow? That's odd. And there's the remaining one. I got that. Can we not
We march
sleep?
ahead.
Can we seriously not sleep? Apparently I can't rest here. What's upstairs? Oh, that's outside. Well, that was non-helpful.
Search for the beauty with your heart, not your eyes.
Although I suppose we did sleep because we've replenished. What's all this? Oh, it's from the corruption. We can't get rid of corruption. But at least I don't think it built it up more. Maybe it did, but I don't think it built it up more. Why can't I turn into a... Huh? I see. It's a bug. Ouch! Alright guys, that's enough, I get it. Won't happen again. It's just not my eyes, not my eyes. Move your hands, scum, or we'll break the other one too. Said move it. Group of demons laughing with glee is kicking a skinny babao curled up on the ground. Not your eyes, fine, then your belly. Have some of this. Ember? What are you doing? You're hurting him. Ember dashes towards the demon laid out on the ground, shielding him from blows. Stop! Why are you doing this to him? Huh? Who's that? The demons goggle at the girl. I'm just a mortal, weak and silly compared to you. I'm a mayfly. One moment I'm here, the next I'm gone. But you better listen to what I tell you because I've lived more than you have. Listen to her carefully. This might be the most important thing you hear in your entire lives. Yeah, right. We've always dreamed of listening to what a charred piece of meat has to say. The demon draws close to the girl and looks her over with contempt. It's with all the riddles. What do you mean you've lived more than us? It's very simple. I haven't lived very long, but I have friends. Those I can protect. Those who are glad to see me. There are many sad things, but I still know what happiness is. But you, biting, fearing, hating each other. Are you really happy? And if you aren't, is this any kind of life? So yeah, I've lived a lot, but you've spent centuries and centuries without really living. Ah, this mortal brat, this lump of meat is going to preach to us. The demon gives a predatory sniff, bends down, and shows his mouth full of sharp teeth. You know what that makes me? You know what makes me happy? Gobbling up a tasty piece of meat like you. Ember looks at him serenely. She reaches out and strokes his horned head with a burnt palm. Poor thing. You're so hurt and scared all the time. You feel a bit better when you, for a while, when you torture others and forget about your suffering. But is it really happiness? The demon recoils from her touch. There's a combination of surprise and terror on his fearsome face. You crazy or something? The demons stand around Ember. Their faces show caution and rapacious interest. It is clear that they are slightly afraid of the strange girl, who shows no fear, but at the same time, they see no obvious threat. You know what? I'll go along with Ember. This demon's wounded. Words are all well and good, but let's help him. Oh, you're right. How embarrassing. There. Ember whispers a spell and the demon's wounds heal.
Yes.
The Babao jumps up and runs away from Ember and the demons who are beating him. Screw you! I owe you nothing! Of course you don't, Ember smiles serenely. I helped you for no reason, just because I wanted to. I hope you'll be alright. Ah, for no reason? You're stupid. No one does anything without a reason. She's a witch. Probably wants to sell us something. Some magic potion or herbs. Come on, show us. What do you have? What? No, I'm not selling anything. I just wanted to tell you how much you're missing. I mean, you're freer than anyone in the world. But you use this freedom to make life miserable for yourself and everyone else. Just think how much happier you could be. Ember keeps preaching. The demons listen, occasionally interrupting with laughter and obscene jokes. Finally they grow bored and walk away. They left. Do you think they understood anything? Who knows, even I'm intrigued to see how well it'll turn out. You're right, I want to help them so much, but how could I know what will work and what won't? Maybe in an hour's time, you and I won't even be alive. You know, I was thinking, I tried sending prayers to the demon lords, and I tried talking to demons in the street, but one of the demon lords lived right here in the city, in Octicula, right? What if I tried to talk to her? Not through prayer, but in person. You're going to meet her sooner or later, aren't you? But please take me with you. I'm sure if we meet face to face like you and I are talking right now, I'll be able to convince her to stop being so mean. You'll take me to her, promise? Yeah. I mean, you'll be coming with us, certainly.
Our path leads on.
Incomprehensible scrolls. Alright, so we couldn't read it. Those are guards. Let's not mess with them.
I will guide us.
Hang on.
Without a doubt.
Okay.
Forwards.
We won't fall here. I swear it.
Okay. Not necessarily what I wanted to see. Oh, Brick, stop getting hit!
Be gone, fiend!
Your time is over.
Do not hold back.
The light. Take you.
Surrender, or else!
Fall!
You offend me.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
Too late for apologies.
I will bring down the divine wrath.
Stand down.
No glory without risk.
That wasn't so good. No, now he gets some more more strikes.
Eternal Rose, I call upon you.
Got him. Now,
Let me help.
yeah, let's let you help. Ulbrig, you need some healing, mate.
Call me again if you need to.
Signs on the wall indicate that the drug merchant can be found here. That's probably why they went for us. We interrupted the street deal.
We march ahead.
Okay.
Our path leads on.
See what's in here, I guess. Stop it! Although actually, it's position the camera, isn't it? Is it? There. See what's in here. A handsome young man with tousled black hair strolls casually toward the demon surgeon. Oh, master of the stitches, artist of the scalpel, and genius of the surgical profession. Tell me, is your heart free? The young man has a gloved puppet in his hand, a dragon made of rags and buttons for eyes. He raises it up and begins to ventriloquize loudly. His voice is surprisingly deep. Also, do you have an hour of free time tonight? How about a romantic dinner? Are you trying to flirt with him? The young man gives you a sly wink and continues his conversation with the demon. No, I would not say that my heart is free. Right now it contains 3 copper rods, 200 grams of enchanted quicksilver, and a fair dose of lamia liver extract. He pauses and gives you the young man an appraising glance. But I could give you an hour or two of my time for something other than dinner. Has anyone ever told you you have a beautiful mouth, smooth skin? I happen to be in need of some. The young man deftly steps aside to avoid the demon's outstretched claws. He jots something down in his notebook. Okay, well, that was weird. Well, that's a citizen.
I will guide us.
Citizen, citizen, citizen. Oh, that's the arena healer. See what Zeklik has to say. A stern but tired-looking tiefling observes you politely. His clothes look expensive but tasteful. He's carrying a large bag, and every once in a while it moves and twitches, as if something is inside. Welcome to Battle Bliss Arena. My name is Zeklik. I am the arena steward. Ermengeles is a master of the arena, but I help him manage his affairs. You look like you're new here. Did you come to spectate the fights, or to participate in them? The tiefling has a surprisingly open and on his face. After all these demons, he looks strangely normal. The tiefling looks you up and down, with the calm professionalism of a person doing an unpleasant job with diligence. The arena is more accustomed to melee fighters than spellcasters. Please don't take that as a sign of disrespect. Only a fool would underestimate the power of magic. But the audience loves the show. Athletic bodies, straining muscle, claws and blades carving up flesh. And although most of our gladiators do use some supernatural tricks, there are a few pure spells cast among them. Perhaps you're destined to reverse this trend. Ermengeles. I remember a demon called Ermengeles. He was a vile, cunning murderer. He had a way with words that was just as deadly as his skill in battle. There's a rustling sound from within the tiefling's bag, and an imp peeks his head out to look at you. He has large drooping ears and stares at you with his huge unblinking eyes. Then, as if shy, he darts back into the bag and vanishes from sight. I'd like to know more about you to start with. The tiefling smiles brightly and addresses the imp in his bag. You see, Crow, this is why we worked so hard to climb the ranks. We wanted to be important, and now look, this stranger wants to know more about us. I guess that means we're finally a big deal. Who are you? I'm the arena steward. My position is prestigious, but my success is hard-earned. My life has not been easy. I grew up on the streets of Lucianera. I was a street urchin, an orphan. I'm the result of an act of violence committed against a helpless slave woman. I've always been weak. I've always been surrounded by those who are bigger and stronger than me. All my life, I've had to rely on my wits to survive. Out on the streets, I scrounged around for food and tried to avoid becoming someone else's snack. Fortunately, I had someone to look out for me. The tiefling takes a small piece of dried meat and holds it close to the bag. Quick as a flash, a scrawny paw darts from the bag and snatches up the meat. Crow has been my companion for a long time. He's also my partner in business. Together we saved up our money one coin at a time. We made allies and sought out opportunities for advancement. We worked hard to climb the ranks of society. In the beginning our goals were simple: never starve again, never live in poverty again, and never fear for our lives again. Trust me, those goals aren't easy to accomplish in the Abyss. You have to be very influential in this city to achieve any of those things. But we've managed to make our goals a reality. In fact, we've been doing quite well for ourselves here in the Lucianera. What's your role here? Ermengeles is an artist, not clerk. That's why I have so many responsibilities. I search for new fighters. I make the fight charts and arrange the fights so that the opponents are evenly matched. And of course I organise all of the matches. Unfortunately, my master has a habit of interfering with my work. He's been very involved lately, and as a result, the fights have been terrible. The combat turns into meaningless carnage. There's no skill, no strategy involved, and of course no one wants to place bets on fights like that. Everyone already knows who's going to win. They aren't even fights anymore. They're just public executions. That's also a form of entertainment, of course, but it's not what our audience wants. You don't look like you belong in the Abyss. The imp peeks out from under the bag, and the tiefling grins as he pats his companion's tiny little head. It's because I like to stay organised. When I was growing up, I made mental lists of all my possessions and money. My enemies and allies, my schedule, and my goals. I was weaker than anyone else, and these mental calculations helped me to survive. It was the only advantage I had. The only way I could gain the upper hand, and keeping lists became a habit. I found that it disciplines the mind, and keeps my thoughts organised. I'm an accountant by nature, and my ability to bring order to a place where chaos reigns has turned out to be a profitable skill. Who's the imp hiding in your bag? The tiefling smiles as a little creature peeks cautiously out of the bag. It has big drooping ears, a small round face, and big eyes that gaze at you curiously. This is Crow. He's my business partner. He also happens to be my familiar. I have no idea how he wound up in the abyss, but he's not bad in any way. He's not had an easy time. If our paths hadn't crossed, we'd both be dead by now. He's probably the only one I ever truly trust. The imp fidgets beneath your gaze, finally darts back down into the bag to hide. It's odd to see an imp, an infernal creature, here in the abyss. The fundamentally chaotic energies of the place must be repugnant to a creature born on a plane of order and evil. Your imp is an infernal creature. How has he managed to survive here in the abyss? Zeklex looks at you with respect. It's nice to meet a person who knows the difference between an imp and a quasit. Yes, Crow is a devil, though a lesser one. I have no idea how he ended up here, but at the time we met, he was extremely unwell. Staying in the abyss is not much easier for him than staying underwater would be for a mortal. So that's how I spent the first real money I managed to earn here, on this fine stolen toward bag. It has magic symbols sewn inside it that make the interior bearable to Crow. No more questions about you. Tell me about Battle Bliss. What would you like to know? The arena's operations are simple. It functions like a pyramid. Spectators are at the lowest level. Regular gladiators are on the next tier, followed by the members of the Nahindrian League. The champion towers above them all. And the master of the arena stands on his shoulders, like an omnipotent god. Tell me what happens. The Battle Bliss is a gladiatorial arena. You must understand, fights are a big deal in the Ocean era. They're the city's primary source of gossip and entertainment. But they are much more than that. These gladiatorial matches serve as a kind of ritual, a daily offering to the demonic way of life. And these daily offerings, these rituals, are performed in the Battle Bliss. In a way, it's more of a temple than an arena. The arena is the only reason that this city is still standing. Without Battle Bliss, the demons would have brought the Lucianera to ruins long ago. But instead of tearing down the city with their rage and their desire for slaughter, they come here to quench their thirst for blood. You see, the arena gives them a sort of release, allows them to satiate their lust for violence. Who runs this place? His name is Mengeles. He's a Cambion. He was born in the abyss as the offspring of an incubus and a mortal woman. Incubi are naturally persuasive, but Mengeles' father was especially skilled at using his words to manipulate and control. Well, his son inherited his silver tongue. His ability to influence a crowd is unmatched. With just the sound of his voice, he can instantly instigate a riot, or make a screaming group of demons fall silent, and listen to his every word. When he warms up to the audience, the spectators are ready to jump into the arena and fight the gladiators themselves. Who's the strongest fighter? The champion's title is currently held by an incubus named Gelderfang. He is the deadliest of Mengeles fighters and serves as his bodyguard. He's a true artist of death and destruction, of course. There are other fights in the abyss, who are more dangerous, but no one can kill like he does. He makes every death exquisite, and prolongs the agony and suffering of his opponents. He can transform any fight into a spectacular show. He turns combat into a performance, and knows how to create a dramatic spectacle out of the most mundane match. There are only two things Gelderfang wants in life: pleasure and murder. They're his obsession. He feeds that obsession every time he steps into the arena. After all, everyone in Illusionera knows his name, and the audience yells it at the top of their lungs, every time he kills one of his rivals. Who's the Nahindrian League? It's an odd name, I admit, but it's in keeping with the latest trend. Nahindrian is a very popular word in the Illusionera these days. The Nahindrian League is led by the arena's current champion, Gelderfang, and only the very best gladiators can become members. The fighters of the League belong to a Mengalith, but not all of them are demons. Illusionera serves as a crossroads between multiple worlds, and fighters come from many different places to perform in the arena. Heard of Nahindrian crystals? Do you get them if you're a member of the League? Zeklex gives you a faint smile. They'd like you to believe that, but no. The members of the Nahindrian League are no different than the Nahindrian booze vendors in the tavern, or the Nahindrian whip supplier in the flesh markets. None of them actually have access to the crystals. I've heard that Nahindrian crystals contain immense power. Gelderfang would love to have one. And there are rumours that a Mengalith promised him a crystal in exchange for his services as a bodyguard. Of course, it wouldn't have surprised me to find out that a Mengalith was lying. I'm not sure he even knows how to get his hands on the Nahindrian crystal. Understand. Why don't you tell me about a Mengalith? The imp poked his head from the baggage prize. Seemed to have aroused his curiosity. His sad, drooping ears perk up with excitement, and he stares at you with big round eyes. You wish to speak to a Mengalith? Oh, I'd like to know more, actually. I'm afraid that's impossible. A Mengalith never communicates with anyone, except his most trusted aides, and Gelderfang is under strict orders to kill anyone who tries to talk to his master without permission. A Mengalith believes that minimizing his contact with the outside world will make the audience in the arena want to know more. I want all of Illusionera to know my name. I want you to arrange a match with me against your strongest gladiator. The tiefling falls silent. He looks as though he is calculating something in his head. Finally responds, if it truly is your goal, you will have to defeat the current champion. If you kill Gelderfang, your name will be on everyone's lips. But you'll have to prove yourself if you want to face the champion. A fight with Gelderfang is a big deal here in Illusionera, and all the members of the Nahindrian League, the elite gladiator battle bliss, are considered worthy opponents. Killing others just to entertain spectators. These creatures of the abyss sow death and destruction in such a careless, casual manner. Sheila grimaces. I know that our mission is important, and I know that we can't allow ourselves to get distracted by feelings of emotion, but smashing skulls and eviscerating bodies just to entertain these evil creatures, it makes me sick just to think about it. But it is extremely difficult to join the League. You have to slay an active member and take their place. So if you wish to fight the champion, you will have to spend a lot of time in the arena. However, if you like, I can arrange a fight between you and another newcomer. If you can prove yourself in battle, I'll be able to find a match against a more reputable opponent. I've killed hundreds of demons. Why should I prove myself to anyone? Two feeling shrugs. I'm sure you fought countless enemies back on Galarian. Well, this is the Abyss. No one cares. If you want the audience to respect you, you'll have to prove yourself in the arena. They won't take you seriously until you show them what you can do. I don't have the demon path. Very well, I'll prove myself. I'll fight another newcomer. Tiefling nods respectfully. I'm glad that we've reached an understanding. Have to go. So we can fight in the arena when we want. A demon with blood-spattered apron fussily shoves a few foul-smelling chunks of flesh into his apron pocket. His fingers are fitted with horrible steel claws, and you hear the unpleasant sound of metal on metal as he slides them against one another like scissors. He looks up in your direction with an insane grin, and his voice makes your skin crawl. Are you one of the gladiators? Do you need a healer? Are you here because you want to become more powerful? Can you make me stronger? The healer looks at you eagerly. You hear the shrill screech of metal against metal as he rubs his steel claws together excitedly. Ah, for 30,000 gold, I'll stitch you up into something better. Much, much better. I beg you to reconsider. The power he promises is tainted by corruption. The demon grins and gives Ember an appraising look. I can fix you too. Give you new fingers. Would you like that, sweetie? The healer's beady little eyes glisten, and you hear the rasping sound of his knife-like fingers as he rubs them together impatiently. Amber shakes her head with an embarrassed smile. You're so kind and caring, but no, thank you. I don't need new fingers. You should stitch them onto someone else, please. Will you give them to someone who really needs them? Are you sure? Alright, fine. Fine. You're no deal. The demon examines you with a sigh. He looks visibly disappointed. A shame. You could have made a magnificent... Never mind, though. Who are you? I am the most important person in the battle place. I am a healer, or as they call me, a stitcher. They drag those poor bleeding fools from the arena, so I can stitch them back together piece by piece. And I do mean that quite literally, since most of them are in pieces by the time they get to me. At first I simply reattach severed limbs of wounded fighters. Now, however, my methods are more interesting. Someone from Nocticula's inner circle taught me the secrets of grafting flesh. By combining the flesh of different gladiators, I created the strongest, craftiest, most talented fighters. Oh yes, in these chambers, invincible gladiators are born. I am so close to achieving perfection, soon my method will produce better results than the Hindrian crystals. The cleric wrinkles his nose. He seems offended. This is not healing. It's some heinous mockery of it. A healer should restore the body to its natural and healthy state, instead of turning it into something disgusting. He does the best he can to help his patients. Here in the Abyss nothing can be done without pain, suffering and violence. But he still helps others, even if his methods are cruel. His work saves lives. These fighters would die without him. Isn't that better than not helping them at all? The Hindrian crystals? The Hindrian crystals are something of a legend here in the Lucian era. Almost no one knows what they actually are, or how to get their hands on them. It all started with a few demons here in the city. These demons suddenly became very powerful in a very short period of time. Their transformation happened almost overnight. According to the rumours, these demons received their incredible powers from the Hindrian crystals. Now all of the Lucian era is crazy for these crystals. They're all anyone talks about these days. And all the merchants know that if you call your goods Hindrian, you can easily double your initial price of your wares. I have to go. Alright. He turns back to his work. Let's get ourselves buffed, I think. Oh, and you need some healing.
The world has suffered enough.
Some magic weapons on the pets.
Inimosi Travisi. Inimosi Travisi.
And that.
Inimosi Travisi. Inimosi Travisi. Amranda Gratior.
Eagles.
Now, what am I missing?
Inimosi Travisi.
Owls.
Inimosi Travisi.
Cats.
Inimosi Travisi.
And some poison.
Burinos.
And bless.
Amorales. Sendes.
Don't know how I ended up here, but here I am.
Soot is restless. I wonder why.
Esme, Axel, yes. Esme, Axel, yes.
No, not you.
Esme, Axel, yes. Esme, Axel, yes. Esme, Axel, yes.
Whoops.
Esme, Axel, yes.
Death Ward.
Efna. Ane, Efna. Ane, Efna. Ane, Efna. Ane, Efna. Ane, Efna.
You know, we've got enough for all pets, we'll use them.
Efna. Ane, Efna. Ane, Efna. Ane, Efna. Ane, Efna.
Whoops, missed on Ivu. Okay, all good. You need some healing.
We will win this war.
Mount up. Get your stuff on.
I stand
Then
ready.
me. That goes on me.
Wash.
That goes on me.
Riti.
Bum 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 bum.
Tio. Wash. Tio. Wash. Tio. Wash. Tio. Wash. Tio. Wash.
Right, big horse. And big dino.
Riti.
Come on.
Riti. Riti. Riti.
Crap. Did not need to miss that.
Tio. Wash. Tio. Wash. Tio. Wash. Tio. Wash. Tio. Wash. Tio. Wash. Tio. Wash.
Let's get these on everyone.
Orama. Na. 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 Orama.
Oh, come on.
Na.
Rather have that on you than the pet.
Riti. Riti.
Alright. That seems to be about it. Quick save. See if we can sign up for the fights. And look, for the past couple of days, Megalith has been obsessed with recruiting new talent. Wants to introduce a new promising new fighter to the arena. I think you play your part perfectly. A Megalith may even give you a chance to earn a place in the Hindran League. However, if you do become a candidate for membership, be careful. You'll likely be matched against very dangerous opponents. I'm ready. Wish you luck. This fighter is nobody from nowhere, but if she survives, you all worship the ground she walks on. Today we have a dubious honour of welcoming to the arena Eliana Solshade of Gladian. Let's see what moniker she earns herself if she lives that long. And who will she stand against her? Well, they may be small, but they're far from harmless. If you underestimate them, they'll bite your family jewels off. An outsized amount of spike wrapped in tiny ugly package, smug amongst wild gang of methods. Off we go.
Away, you rascal!
Go. Go.
Into the fray!
Begone, fiend!
Go. Go.
We have a winner. All hail the glorious fighter. She emerges triumphant from the dangerous, violent conflict. She decorated the arena with perfect guts. Give it up for Eliana Solshade, the Method Slayer. Hey, who knows, maybe someday she'll get a chance to fight against members of the Hindrian League, once they start accepting methods into their ranks. Alright, won a fight, now we need to go have another. I think. No, we can't go that way. Nothing there. Let's get back out here. Don't like being called Method Slayer, I want to change my title. There's nothing I can do about that, I'm afraid. The crowd loves it, and that's all that matters to him and Gillette. Remain the Method Slayer as long as the audience finds it amusing. Why do you put me up against such a ridiculous opponent? The conversation is interrupted by an eccentric-looking demon with suspiciously bright eyes. Judging from the slur of his words, he's under the influence of some kind of mind-altering substance. And look at that, that's the Method Slayer. Train our girl, and someday you'll be strong enough to fight a real wretch. Zeldex frowns in frustration. With astonishing speed, he produces a dagger from his sleeve and cuts the demon's throat in a swift, clean movement. The insolent demon gurgles, staring at the tiefling in surprise, or tiefling. He slowly sinks to the floor beneath the contemptuous gaze of his killer. The tiefling cleans his blade with what is possibly the only handkerchief in the abyss. His face is pale and he looks slightly sick as he glances at the corpse. What a brute, he mutters quietly to himself. Then he turns to you. Please listen to me before you draw your weapon. There's an outrage, yes, but it wasn't my idea. This was done on a Mengleth's orders. He came up with a brilliant idea to match you against a Mephit. He thought the crowd would find it funny. I couldn't stop him. But I assure you this will never happen again. Quick as a flash, Zeklex produced a gold coin from his bag and placed it in your hand. Here, this for you. From now on, you can freely use the transportation arc that is located in the Battle Bliss. This is one of the privileges afforded to the arena's gladiators. I want a proper fight. And I promise that I will arrange a proper fight, but first I need you to do me a favour. I'll arrange a match for you against the Flyer twins. However, they were supposed to fight someone else, so I'll have to find them a replacement. Unfortunately, we don't have enough decent fighters left in the arena. I'd be grateful if you could procure a new batch of gladiators for me. I'll cover the costs, of course. We were asked to kill those little mephits, and we did. Now we are asked to do another bad thing? They do not see us as crusades anymore. They see us as one of their own. Yeah, I'm not becoming a slave trader. Zeklex frowns and exchanges glances with the imp as it peeks over his back. Why not? Does it violate your principles? This is the Abyss. Scruples won't do you any good here. In fact, I advise you to keep your morals on a tight leash if you want to survive. But fine, Lamish do take them. I'll try to make sure your fight with the Flare Twin takes place as soon as possible. I'm ready now. The steward looks at you, worried but nods. She wish. Be a difficult fight. This opponent is more dangerous than the last one, yet it couldn't be less dangerous. So make sure you are fully prepared before you enter the arena. However, if you win this fight, you'll be one step closer. Let's go. Okay. I see you. It's two of these screamy buggers.
Friendship lasts forever.
Just use Earth. Why did it do it that way? And how did I end up behind them?
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
Your time is over.
I can still fight.
I'm down.
You offend me.
Get out of the lava, fool! Alright. I need to resurrect him. I mean, that was weird. It seemed to bring me in from all kinds of places. And I did not want that. And it put me in, not in turn order, I don't know why.
Together we stand.
Dinosaur can stay dead, I don't mind that too much. I don't like it necessarily, but I don't mind it.
A bright future awaits us.
Save after that one. Like it's far from fair care to explain. The imp squeals angrily as he tries to get out of the bag. Zeklex holds the bag shut, fighting to keep his belligerent companion inside. I swear, it's a Mengelev's idea. As you should already know, he's not a fan of fair fights. I regret that you've been caught in his trap. However, you held up well. You got talent. I regret that you've been caught in his... Okay, you got talent. And maybe I'll arrange a match for you against a serious opponent. Strongest one in the arena. Things don't work like that around here. Gelderfang only fights members of the Nahindrian League, and a fight with him is a big deal. After his last incident, Mengelev strictly forbade him from entering the arena without permission. Gelderfang is his bodyguard after all. So if you want to fight the champion, you'll have to join the Nahindrian League. And there's only one way to do that, by killing another member of the League. By fighting a member of the League, but fighting a member of the League is a privilege. You have to earn the right to face them in battle. Now, I might be able to help you get on that front, but first you'll have to do me a favour. I want to give a gift to the current champion. I'd like to send him the most beautiful succubi from the 10,000 Delights. I need you to make a deal with them and convince them to provide their services to Gelderfang. If you do this, Gelderfang will be happy to for me to arrange a fight between you and a League fighter without delay. Need the gold up front. Tiefling smiles politely. I'm afraid that is out of the question. In the Lucian era, we only pay money up front if we are truly desperate. I don't think our current situation is dire enough to justify such extreme measures. Alright, where can I find them? There's a brothel in the middle city called 10,000 Delights. It's run by succubi, and is located on the border of the upper city. It's a magnificent palace of pleasures. However, you should be careful. Once you're in there, you'll want to keep track of your coin purse and the time. I've known demons who stopped in at the brothel for a quick rendezvous and didn't come back out until years later. I'll arrange a deal. You'll arrange a fight. Let's hope your efforts will be successful. Yeah, he's not going to let me do that yet. I have to go. So, maybe I can go to the middle city now? Because I think there was someone there who could get me further up, wasn't there? Regardless of fights. Well, I need to be able to get to the middle city to do that. But I'm back at the Nexus now. Can I get there from there? I doubt it. Hmm. Should I drop you in favour of Lan? Lan has a wolf and is a good archer. Alright, we'll go back to Battle Bliss. I can't remember if he gets wild shape or not. Also, I'm not sure if it's a good move to have. I can't take it just now because I don't know if he gets it. What about other shots? Corruptor? No. I'll really use his key. Just give him that. Level 5. I don't need to give him animal growth. Strength's good. Dex is irrelevant because we aim with the wisdom. Are they even good? I'm not sure. Tidal Surge? Distance will take. We'll try that. We'll take that. 4. Don't think that's going to be relevant. It's going to be too weak now. Creatures in the area of effect take 1d6 points of damage per cast level and are staggered. Takes half. Plant creatures more susceptible than others. We'll try that. Not touch, because you're not going to get that close. We'll try that. Even that. Raid a magic fang. Inimical to the natural world. Animals have an initial attitude hostile towards the creature. It's irrelevant. Soothing mud does what? Nice little restore, we'll keep that. We'll give you some greater animal aspects. Maybe a burning enchantment. Put back skin on. I mean, these are unavailable until he actually rests, so. Acid more. Aspect of Falcon. We'll get them on because he's mostly an archer at the moment. Yeah, you need a longbow. Deadeye. Composite longbow. Now this wield with his +4 axiomatic lands a hit on the lands the first hit in a round against an enemy more than 30 feet away. The enemy suffers -2 AC for 2 rounds. Add strength bonus. The magic weapon is infused with lawful power. So the weapon law-lined 2d6 to create a creature of chaos. Sounds good to me. Okay, all good.
Always be ready for the worst.
However, you need to be using that. Ember, come back. Lan, come back. All good.
We march ahead. Leads on.
Come on. How do I get to middle? That's my question.
I will guide us.
Can't go up there. Can't go through there. Probably can't go up here too. Yep.
Easy.
Uh-huh. You're gonna tell me how to get to Middle Kingdom? So his bag, yep, we know. We know about his little imp.
Without a doubt.
So how do I get to the middle?
Forwards. We march ahead.
Can't do anything there. Oh, you need to boost. Let's give it on to strength. Give it crit focus, I guess. Why are you stuck there?
Our path leads on.
Come on. It's bugged. See if we can port out. It's stuck. What am I meant to do? It's bloody well stuck. Try and move, go out and come back in. Huh? About trying to pull it out. Okay, that worked. Whatever.
I will guide us.
Can't hide from me.
But what can?
Uh-huh.
What are you seeing, Lan? I don't know what you saw.
Without a doubt.
A group of dirty beggars in tattered clothes have gathered round a handsome young man with a messy dark hair. The crowd is clearly hostile, but he doesn't seem to notice. He gives the beggars a charming smile, completely oblivious to the sharp knives glinting in their hands. The young man has a glove puppet in his hand, a dragon made of rags. We've seen him. With buttons for eyes. He raises it up and begins to ventriloquize in a surprisingly deep voice. Hey, you lousy parasites, who's in charge here? The young man lowers his puppet and beams cheerfully. He addresses the crowd normally in a warm, friendly voice. I would like to invite your leader to a romantic dinner. With candles. I'll pay for everything, of course. Yeah, I'm not going to interfere. The beggars whisper among themselves. You manage to catch a few snippets of their conversation. He's crazy, leave him be. What if he bites you? While the crowd disperses, the young man jots something down in his notebook. Don't know who you are, dude, but you're a bit of a strange one. Sturdy door.
No challenge at all.
The rotten guttery. Ooh.
We march ahead.
Do we need rotten guts? We might do. Midnight Isles. The abyssal realm of Noxicula can be found on Ishia. Let's have a look at the rotten guttery then.
Our path leads on.
Something over there.
Go on, Naira.
Easy.
Can't go further through there, it looks like. See what that bow was. +4. Composite short bow. I'm not using the short bow. My bowslings are all on crossbow or longbow.
will guide us. Without a doubt.
More loot.
Easy.
Forwards.
The abyss is chaos and everything in it is constantly changing. Yeah, we know. You're not telling me anything new there.
We march ahead.
Got athletics 26.
Our path leads on.
We've been up here before.
I will guide us.
Can't get up there. There's another athletics test here. Got that.
No challenge at all.
Let's have a look at the librarian's cloak. Oh, toxic wrap. The cloak grants square immunity to acid. It also makes enemies sicken for 1d3 rounds upon landing a sneak attack. You can have that. Spike gauntlets grant the wearer's animal companion. Was there a +6 bonus to strength ability score at the beginning of the battle? The creature must pass a will save. Oh no, I don't want that. Dangerous. The wearer of these braces has the ability to cast spells spontaneously. It grants them the ability to cast. Oh yeah, that. Why am I not wearing anything? What happened? Is everyone else wearing stuff? Yes. We'll take that. Protection +4. I'll take that. That was something I was wearing, definitely. That was something I was wearing. No wonder I'm not getting the demon coming out. And then unforgiving elements. Not really using them. So I guess I do put that on. Hopefully, we'll be okay with it. If not, we could be a little bit screwed. What's that crystal there? Got something here to look at. Aha, got another climb. Who's failing? And by how much? You need to roll a 26. Ouch. I don't even see how we do that. Ulbricht's probably the only one who could do that. Have the others not able to do athletics? 0, 10, you'd be 13, 5, 24. Why can't you do athletics if the other can? 21, you should be able to do athletics. Huh? I shouldn't be the one doing it.
I will lend you my aid.
Are we in trouble yet? Well, this didn't go well.
Well, that roll's no good, is it?
Forget it.
Bloody Nora. Shouldn't have this many failures. I mean, it does need to roll a 15. You know what, do we have that, oh, well, let's get those as well. Copy recipe. Copy, oh, thought it was another recipe. Might be. There's a copy recipe. What's that? That head chopper's still underway, isn't he? You've got it. Lan.
Search for the beauty with your heart, not your eyes.
Bag. Athletics. Arcana. Athletics.
The mongrel did it.
We did. Finding a way around the Illusion era. The strange abyssal realm, space cells. Yeah, we know that. Actually.
Thanks, Lan. You're so awesome, Lan.
Easy.
Where we are now. It's to the lower city. We might be in the middle city. Oh boy. The demon looks frail and sickly, especially in comparison to the mighty entourage that surrounds him. His voice sounds dull and tired, but his demeanour is calm and self-assured. He clearly believed himself to be in full control of the situation. A mortal with mythic abilities, how fortunate that you made your way to the abyss. Moreover, you have come to Illusionera, which makes things even more convenient for me. Yes, what a stroke of luck. See, I need you to be my test subject. Who are you? The demon remains silent for a moment. Either he's hesitant to reveal his name, or he simply enjoys prolonging the suspense. I am Mustafen. I am at present Tebjimara's most trusted alchemist. I am on an urgent mission for her. Perhaps she can even guess what it is. Dantha Bang was working on something similar in your world. Of course, it was a mistake to entrust such work to someone who wasn't a demon. He did not fully appreciate the honour had been given. No wonder his enhanced demons can protect him. And it does not matter. Superior to him in all respects, and I keep better pets. Surely it's dangerous for such valued scientists to stroll around Illusionera, ambushing enemies. Mustafen's voice remains flat and indifferent. Believe it or not, I'm in absolute no danger. You need me to be what, anyway? Something to study, take part, test. For the first time you hear enthusiasm in the demon's voice. You see, I actually like you very much, though I doubt my way of expressing it will bring you much enjoyment. I am afraid the demons you've met previously have given you the wrong impression about our kind. You may think we only want to poison and destroy, especially when it comes to crusades and their leaders. But that's not who I am. I am a different breed. I love everything that is new, unexplored, and untested. And I am quite positive that I may get enough of your blood and this tissue. I can create something new and unique from the angels. From them. Angels, for example, make excellent fuel for our machines. What uses could be found for such an unusual mortal? I don't normally like biting demons, but this one is different. I'd sure like to chomp on him right now. So you're going to attack me, or... Yes, let's get started, shall we? He turns around. Servants, you don't have to take this specimen alive, I just need the body.
To battle, my friends.
Okay.
Inimon, Travis.
Okay. That's what I don't want. Arrow. Lan.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
What the hell?
This hurts so much.
Okay. And then...
Fall!
Oh, the hands appeared. Just realised.
You won't survive me.
I need your assistance.
Can you stop with the fire?
Stand down.
No glory without risk.
Endure this!
That's a pain.
This is not my time yet. Was unexpected.
You think? Well, it's gone. Echo of discarding. Ooh. A monster's shadow appears somewhere on the edge of your vision. It does not seem to be in a hurry to approach. Keeps its distance as it begins to speak. The shadow's voice is very strange. It constantly shifting. One moment it sounds young and melodious, the next it rasps and rattles with age. However, despite the different intonations, the voice has a stern, ominous quality that never changes.
I heard your toy soldier crusaders had taken over the Midnight Vein and the rift located there. But I never thought you'd have the nerve to descend into the abyss. I assumed you'd block the underground passages, put guards out by the rubble, and sit there, shaking, waiting for someone to attack you again.
I know that, fiend. Champion, this is the Echo of Discari, the avatar of our arch-enemy. This is a mighty, cunning, and vengeful opponent. He cannot see or hear me, but he will pounce if he knows I am here. He hates everything related to Iomedae. Be cautious.
Echo is discarding. I know who you are.
You come from the land of Iomedae's servants. And Iomedae's servants know me. For I have killed any of them.
What do you want from me?
It may surprise you, but nothing. You overestimate your importance, mortal. You probably think your victories in Dresden and the Midnight Fane have dealt us a fatal blow, don't you? But my lord's hordes are endless, and there are other rifts in the wound that will serve our purpose when the hour comes. So no, I did not come here for you, mortal.
I don't see the need to flex and taunt right now. If you don't want anything from me, why are you here?
I was looking for Mutasafin. I need to speak with him. I stumbled upon you by accident.
Well, it's a shame the demon you're looking for ran away from me in panic.
I doubt Mutasafin even knows how to panic. You did not pose a real threat. He cannot be killed through conventional methods. He left because there was nothing else for him to do here. Also, I'm sure he was in a hurry to explain to Hepsamira why he wasted a few demons on such a stupid escapade. She will not be happy about that. Oh no, she most certainly will not.
If you don't want to fight, then you could go your way and I'll go mine.
And hope we do not meet again. You will still perish in the abyss. But death by my hand will be far more painful than any other possible demise you might suffer here.
The abyss is full of hideous creatures. We have just met one of the worst. The Echo of Discarding is an old enemy of mine. He's both vile and cunning. I wish I could comprehend his dark machinations, but I do not understand why he has revealed himself to us in this way. Seems unlikely that he would come here just to gloat. The angel falls silent, lost in thought. Oh, that's a citizen.
The world is full of wonder.
Forwards.
The vague outline of the apparition does not allow you to see the face and appearance of the speaker, but you recognize the voice without difficulty. Jonas had a companion, Early Sunset, and his words radiate dismay. Eldiana Soulshade, found you at long last, even with my spells. There was no easy feat in the abyss. Where were you before you came here? I have not yet arrived. I'm on my way at the edge of the abyss. I first wanted to contact you to make sure you were still alive. I did not expect to find you in Illusioneer. It's a nasty place, and its ruler is more dangerous than most of the other demon lords. It goes without saying that you should be incredibly careful there. Why were you looking for me? I bring you the latest news from Galarian. You will surely want to hear it, and I was sincerely worried about you. The abyss is a dangerous place. It's far too easy to disappear there. How wonderful it is to say I'm not alone, in that some of your allies from other planes are willing to rush to your aid. Early Sunset does not react to the angel's words. He either does not see the angel, or does not consider it necessary to answer. So I see, what now? I will soon arrive and meet you in person. Forgive me, but I do not wish to appear within the walls of Illusioneer. I'll go to the place of the former rift in the Midnight Fane, and I will wait for you there. When we meet, we can speak and exchange good news. Exchange news. Good luck, my thoughts are with you. Alright.
We march ahead. Our path leads on.
The Grim Mansion. And I think we'll continue with the Middle City next time. I'll see you then.
Thanks for watching, for being around, for every message, reaction, all the joy we found. To the quiet, the loud, the sharp and the sly. You're the reason I'm leaving with my spirits high. So hit like, leave a word or tap that sub. If you laugh, cry to mock my stuff. Every click helps the channel grow and lets me keep on with the show.